Hello everyone, I am Lydia and I am back, and this time I have 2 drinks with me, so you guys are kind of in trouble. I've got some Dandy Blend, but I also just have my water in my copper vessel. Drink out of a copper vessel. It's good for you. Anyway, I want to talk about Animal Crossing NPCs because it's fun and I love Animal Crossing. Now, I'm gonna try to get through all of the NPCs in New Horizons because I'm one of those people who've only played Animal Crossing New Horizons. Sorry. So I'll try to get through them all and be quick about the ones that I just don't have that many things to say about. But I'm kind of one of those people who will say, oh, I don't have really much to say about that, and then say just the most. So we shall see, and I'll try to scratch them off as I go along so I don't skip any, you know? Okay. And tell me down below what your favorite NPC is. I almost said villager, and I'm like, that's not right. I would like to know what your favorite villager is though. But tell me what your favorite NPC is down below. And what's an NPC that you just don't care for? You skip every time you see them, you're like, I don't need to talk to them. Just let me know. And I'll let you know. So let's talk about Tom Nook first, okay? Because I like Tom Nook, and I know that's a little controversial. Like, most people are kind of like, he's sketchy. Like, really, he's the face of the game? And I'm like, yeah, he's the face of the game because he's cute. I don't really care for the fact that in America, they've sort of told people that he's a raccoon because, correction, he's a raccoon dog, which is a tanuki. And it's clever. Tom Nook, the tanuki, it's cute. And raccoon dogs are different than raccoons. And they have lore about them. Tanukis have lore in Japan. It's so cool, actually. You should look into it. They're known for being shady and like stealing people's money. So it's very fitting for Tom Nook to be a tanuki instead of a raccoon, in my opinion. But whatever. Anyway, Isabelle, she's fine. She's just okay, which is also controversial. I know some people love Isabelle, and she's just not for me. She's kind of like if she were a villager, she would be a normal villager, you know? And which isn't bad, but she gives Pam from The Office in the early seasons, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm glad she's there. I think if she wasn't there, a lot of people would feel uncomfortable going into resident services just because Tom Nook is a little shady. So she does add something. She's just, and I like her bell on her head. But she's just okay. She's just okay. She dresses cute. I don't know. She's just alright. I don't know. Timmy and Tommy, I think they're both adorable. And I like, I don't know, I like their little dynamic. I thought that they were like Tom Nook's children, but they are not. Or like they were cousins with him, maybe at best, but they're not. I think he said he adopted them, or there's like some sort of lore there too, where like he adopted them or something. I also think it's weird that like Tommy's the shy one and not Timmy, because for some reason to me, Timmy sounds like a shy name and Tommy does not, but I think they're both cute. I don't think I really am particular about which one I like more. I like to go to both of them to seem non-partial because I like them both and I don't want to pick sides between the two brothers. So I like them both. Mabel, Sable, and Label. Now, Mabel is probably maybe my favorite, even though design-wise, she's my least favorite. But personality-wise, she's my favorite. She is just this cute little sister that follows you around, and she has the best personality, I think, out of the three. Sable is the cutest design-wise because I love her little freckles, but like there's something weird about like her dynamic with us, the player, because it's like she's like, it's like after a while you get the DIYs from her, or not the DIYs, you get the patterns from her after you start talking to her behind the desk, and it's like after a while she starts being like, you know, the best part of my day is when you come to talk to me. And I'm like, I just feel like I don't know you on that level, you know? Like, yes, I've gotten all the patterns from you, but I just, like, it's kind of off-putting. Is it not? Maybe to you guys it's not. I don't know. But I don't visit her enough. Like, I've gotten all the patterns, but I don't visit her enough to warrant that sort of behavior. I'm like, really? That's the best part of your day? Because I don't see you very often. Like, I think I haven't seen you in 3 months. Sorry. Anyway, Label. Her design is kind of cool. Like, I like the eyeshadow. She totally has a different design than the other two. But, I don't know, I kind of like it. She's kind of got a cool style. I do occasionally do her little quest for you to help her find inspiration, style inspiration. I don't know. I don't know. It's not my favorite activity. Oh, there's my dog. I better go pick her up and put her up here. Just a sec. Okay, is that good? I think so. Okay, my dog is right there. That's Sophie. She's very sweet. My lovely dog. Okay. So I like Label. She's cool. I just don't really go to her that often when she's on my island because it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like I'll be getting dressed in like the coolest or the best outfit that I can think of that day. And I'm like, yes, this is the outfit for the day. I feel productive. And then she asks me to like dress in, I don't even know, like business attire. And then she gives me like an ugly button down and I'm like, I'm over it, you know? Once you've done it once, it's kind of like, you've done it all. And the things that she gives you aren't that cute. Sorry. Label's items are just kind of the worst. I like that a lot of the time she has like a periwinkle color of her items, but they're always just the worst. I'm sorry. Maybe some of you guys really like Label's outfits, but I just, in like her clothing that she makes, but I just think they're really ugly. Sorry, Label, you know, I know you try. They're just not for me. I don't know. Her little logo on everything, I don't know. Blathers. Okay, Blathers, love Blathers. I am one of those people who will always get the fun fact about the animal that you donate, always, because I love Blathers. I think he's cute, I like his design, and I think it's a fun like characteristic that he talks so much, like he goes on and on, like that's a thing. I think it's kind of a cute trait, though I do skip everything else. And I feel bad, but I do, because it's a lot, and he says the same things over and over, so it's like, whatever. But I do like him, I'm concerned for him a little bit because it's like he is asleep during waking hours by just standing up and falling asleep. I just think that can't be good for his health. Like, when is he ever going home and relaxing in a nice cozy bed? We need to check up on Blathers. That's what I think. Blathers is just, I think his health is at risk every day. Anyway, Brewster is one of my favorites. I love his whole design of the coffee shop, of the Brewst. Is it the Brewst or the Roost? I'm forgetting now. It might be the Roost. I love the whole design of the Roost. Like, there's something so soothing about it in there. I love it. And so when I'm in there, like, I really try to, like, yep, I'm calm, I'm drinking my coffee. And I love when there are people sitting next to you at the booth. It's just so cute. Or at the counter. It's everything. I've gotten Rossetti there. Rossetti? Is that how you say his name? Rossetti or Rossetti? I don't know. And that was really fun because he is an NPC from older games. And I really liked his personality. He's kind of grumpy. I don't know, and he has a fun design. I don't know what he's supposed to be. He reminds me of, like, those digging Pokemon. I don't know. I forget what those are called. Diglets? Diggies? I don't know. I'm not a Pokemon nerd. I'm sorry. But he's very cool. So I think he's supposed to be a mole. I like him. And that was really fun. And Blathers himself, I just think he, like, brings this peaceful energy. And I always say yes to the pigeon milk, always, because I mean, Brewster knows best. Brewster knows best. So I think his design is very cute. And I like how you can see the little gyroids, like, in his cabinet when you peek in there. It's kind of like a little Easter egg. I don't know, I love it. Orville and Wilbur. See, I always confuse their names too. I always think that the pilot is gonna be Orville and that the guy at the front desk is gonna be Wilbur. But it's reversed. Just because Orville sounds like this, like, deep, the O sounds like it'd be somebody with a deep voice, and Orville does not really have a deep voice, but Wilbur does, and that's confusing to me. But anyway, I like them both. I love their design. They really did something with the Dodo Airlines. I love the airport there. It is so good. Every time I'm in there, and I'm in there kind of frequently, it's like, I don't know, I don't really get tired of it. It's so cool. Side note, I wish you could change the color of your airplane. That bothers me. They gave me everything orange when I started my island. Everything. My clothing was orange. I got oranges. I was like, is this a joke? I was like, is this because, like, I don't know, is this like a joke on redheads? I don't get it. It was weird. I don't know, maybe everybody has that where they have, like, kind of a theme, but that was mine, is orange and there was, like, teal, but that bothers me. Orange isn't the worst color, but I don't like that I had oranges. I don't know, it's a whole thing for me. But everything else was too good to restart, so I just didn't. And oranges are okay, they're just fine. Anyway, Orville and Wilbur, I can't choose between them. I think maybe I like Wilbur a little bit better, just because, like, the whole flying the plane sequence, and, like, I don't know, he's a cool bird with those shades, you know? But I like them both. I mean, Orville, like, tippity tapping away at his little computer to get my flight. I mean, it's great. I like them both. They're not like one of my all-time favorites, but they're up there for me. Cap'n, ugh, he is one of my least favorites. Like, I like his little song that he sings for you. I don't skip that. I think it's very cute. But himself, I'm just like, he sings about having a wife and a family, but I'm like, you're on my island 24/7, bud. Where's your wife? Where's your kids? Like, maybe go home. Does he ever take a break? Maybe he takes a break when I'm not online. You can only hope, right? It's like, dude, what's going on? Are you avoiding your home life? Sorry, just kidding. And I just think his design is weird. Like, why does he have like a bald spot? And is he supposed to be, I think he's a turtle. See, this is also the thing with Animal Crossing that confuses me, is because there's a lot of repeating animals, but they look vastly different. Because Cap'n is a turtle. He's got the shell. And then a bald spot on just right at the top of his head. And you can buy Cap'n's like a hood almost that looks like Cap'n's head. So I don't know if that's what he's wearing. That's confusing. But then there's also Tortimere, and he is a tortoise. So I guess that is different than a turtle. Is that why they look different? I don't know. Because we also have Lottie and Pascal, and they're both otters, and they look very different. Animal Crossing world it's sometimes weird and confusing. But Cap'n's my least favorite, probably, or one of my least favorites. Just, his song is cute, but I'm concerned. His boat is cute. I like that it sits there, I do. But his design's weird, and I'm concerned for him. Moving on. Pascal I really like. I am weirded out that he always wears a beanie, even though he's always underwater. I'm hoping that beanie's waterproof, because something about that just irks me a little bit, you know? I don't know, I do like that when you follow him, like if you give him the scallop, if you follow him, you can see him eating the scallop, and it is just, oh, it's so adorable. I love things like that about this game, where it's like, I don't know, there's like little hidden gems where really, if you didn't just look around or explore, you would have no idea about. It's so cool. I like his character. I like that he gives you some wisdom. He's great. I don't go deep sea diving that often though, because I don't care about deep sea diving. It's something about the fact that you have to put on your wetsuit. It prevents me from wanting to deep sea dive, and it takes a while to deep sea dive, and so I don't. I just don't. And so, but every time he pops up, I do give him a scallop. I do, because he's too great not to. Anyway. Luna. See, I don't have Nintendo like online and stuff, so I don't really use Luna that often. Maybe one day I will. I don't know. But she's cool. I do like her character. I think she's an anteater. She's kind of funny. Like kind of a interesting character. I do like her, and I like the whole concept of like the dream world and allowing people to see your island. I think that's really cool. I don't know, I like her. Not my favorite, not my least. Harv is great, and Harv's island is great. He's just a cool cat, and I like that they added Harriet, because I think she adds a little something, you know? They're friends, they go way back, they're a total hippie couple. I love them. I love their vibe. And I don't know, I like that they didn't make Harriet the poodle all prissy. They made her like a total like granny hippie. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I don't know, nothing more to say. I love them. That's it. Tortimir. I love Tortimir so much, but we don't get enough of him. You know, it was actually kind of off-putting when he arrived on Harv's Island for me because I didn't know who he was. They didn't introduce him. It was just like, here's this turtle that's gonna like help you retrieve things from your storage. And I'm like, okay. But his character is like one of the best. Like his character design and just, I don't know, if they had more of him in the game, he could be one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Just, cause he's just this old turtle, this old tortoise, I should say. Because turtles and tortoises are different, right? I guess so. Anyway, Sahara. I like the concept of Sahara, but I don't go to her that often because it's like once you get them, once you get the rugs and the wallpaper, you kind of get them all. Especially if you've been playing for over a year, it's kind of like you've gotten them all already. So I don't really go to her. Also, she's one of those characters that like doesn't give you anything. like you'll be like waving to her, you know, whatever, dancing, and she's just sort of like, cool. Like she doesn't give you anything. She's not like hype that you're there. You know what I mean? Some characters are like that in this game. Let me see. Like Kix, for example, which is next on my list. I love Kix design and the fact that he's a skunk because I love skunks. But the thing is with Kix and Sahara is that they give you nothing. You're like, hey bestie, hey cutie, and they're just like, and I think they're like maybe a little shy, or who knows, but I don't care for that. I love the characters that like match your energy, you know? So I don't know. Sahara's just okay. I like her design, I appreciate her design, but she's not one of my favorites. And Kix is one of my favorites design-wise. I think he's so cute, and I do like that he has this like 1920s vibe and like a New York accent and this like paperboy look. I'm just like, that is everything and more to me. He could be my all-time favorite if he just had a different personality. But I also appreciate his personality because it's unique. Like there are a lot of characters that like match your energy or like are super hype. So it's like, I guess I appreciate that he's like a silent type kinda, or more of like, I don't know, because Brewster's a silent type, I would say, but Kix is just, I don't know, maybe too chill for that. So anyway, he's not like my all-time favorite, but design-wise, 10 out of 10. Let's see, who else? Leaf. Oh, Leaf is a good one. Leaf is the sloth that buys your weeds. I don't like him as much as I thought I would. I thought I would be just absolutely in love with Leaf. But he's another one that like doesn't give a whole lot. Like he's just nice, and that's it. And that's great. But that's it. He's just nice. Like he's like, do what makes you happy. Goodbye. You know, I'm like, cool. I don't know. I'm not super hype for Leaf. And I also don't go to him very often. I'll say hi to him, but I don't go to him because he sells flowers, and I have a flower issue on my island, okay? They're overpopulated no matter what I do. I'm always trying to get rid of my flowers, and even bushes. I don't really use bushes that much. So, whatever. Red. Oh, Red is like, I think, no, Red's not my all-time favorite, but he is one of my favorites. He's just great. And I know that's controversial because a lot of people hate Red. They think he's shisty, selling you the fake art. But I don't know, I really like Red. I like that he calls you cousin. Because I'm like, yeah, that is my cousin. He's shady, he's shisty, he sells fake art, you know, he's peddling some weird stuff. But, you know, there's some character there, there's some charm there. And who doesn't have a shady cousin? Everybody's got a shady cousin, right? I don't know, he's one of my favorites. I do like his shady nature. And I know a lot of people hate his boat on their island, but I love it. It matches my vibe that I want on my island so well. I wish his boat could be there all the time. With the smog, I know that's terrible, but like, it's like this rustic, beat up, shady little boat. I think it's just great. And it just adds to the mystery of my island. Like, I really wish it was there all the time. And when you go into the boat, it's so, I don't know, it just has such a good vibe, like a mysterious, shady vibe. They nailed it, and I love that. Okay. And I love how he matches, he like mimics what you do a lot of the time. So if you're like saying hi to him, he says hi to you, and I think it's just because he's really trying to get on your good side, and they really nailed that characteristic, so it's great. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Happy Home Paradise DLC characters, because there's only 3, so I'll just get through them quickly for anybody who does not have the DLC. Lottie's just okay. It's like, yes, she runs the whole thing, but sometimes I feel like she's unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'll be like, I'll go up to somebody, I'll be like, okay, yes, we're gonna design your home. And then she's like in the middle of it, pretty much telling me what to do, in a way. Does that make sense? Like, she's like, well, you know, if you play the DLC, she's like, okay, now find them an island. Okay, now do this. Okay, now go to the site. And it's like, we didn't need you here. I already knew how to do all of that. Like, why are you just talking and not really doing anything? Maybe she's taking notes. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't really care for her. And even her design is like, why are you burnt, girl? Like, put on some sunscreen maybe? I don't know. I don't know. She just looks like a burnt otter with a bun. I don't know, it's weird. Her design's a little weird to me. Nico is my favorite of the DLC characters. He's just hype, and you know, usually I don't like monkeys, like monkey characters, gorillas. Those are like not my favorites. Even in the villagers, they're just some of my least favorite. But Nico is really cute, and he's so hype and so excited. So he's great. Wardell is not one of my favorites, which that's controversial right there. A lot of people love Wardell, and I don't know, he's just not for me. Like, I think he's trying to give silent type. I appreciate that he's a manatee. I think his design is cute and like interesting, but I don't know, he's just sort of giving nothing. He's giving nothing and then expecting us to be friends. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I don't know, he's just okay. Like, sometimes like he'll be helping me out or like sitting and watching the sunset with me, and I'm like, we're not friends like that. Like, you just say hi, like hi, ... and expect us to be buds? Like, no. Get on Nico's level, okay? Anyway, moving on back to the NPCs that we all know and love. Let's see, Flick. Okay, Flick is, now he is also one of my all-time favorites. I'd say Red, Flick, and there is another one that is my actual all-time favorite, but Flick is one of my all-time faves. I think it's interesting that they chose to make him like punk, okay? Because he's like spiritual. And it's like, I didn't think that those two connected, but props to them, because that is different. I like that he's like an iguana or like a lizard. I think he's really quite cool with his design. But that's not why he's my favorite. Truly, if it was just about his design, he's cool, but he wouldn't be my favorite. But it's his personality that I'm like, yes, honestly me, because like he's so obsessed with bugs and he thinks everything is spiritual, and that's how I feel every day of my life. Like, why do I look at everything and think that it means something that who's to say if that's what it really means? I don't know. Me with my special interests, thinking that it's not just a special interest, it's way more than a special interest, and it's actually spiritual if you really think about it at the end of the day. Yeah. Me to a T. So, I don't know. I guess it's because I relate to Flick that I really like him. I also, in real life, would love to collect bug models, especially moths. Butterflies are kind of cool too, but I'm a moth person. I love moths. And different bugs. You guys might have seen me wear a bug necklace on here. I believe it's a stink bug. But I really like the way that looks, and I think that's such a cool, I guess it's sort of like taxidermy, I suppose, but I'm not a fan of taxidermy. But I love like bug collecting, and even the process of that. I think there's something so therapeutic about that. It looks therapeutic anyway. So I do really relate to Flick, I guess, at the end of the day. Except for I'm not punk at all. But I don't know. I think his character is really cool. I do get a lot of bug models from him to decorate with. Some of them are very like crazy though. Like I think it's the Queen, what is it? The Queen Alexandra's bird wing. That is ginormous. It's huge. So if you do get that from him, if you do get that bug model from him, just be warned, it's huge, and it's like, where do I even put this? But yeah, I think he's one of my favorites, and I appreciate that he's punk. Like, you do you, bud. You do you. You be spiritual and punk at the same time. Next is CJ. I also love CJ's character. I think that's very unique of them, because like they made him this fishing guy, this guy that loves fishing, but then he's also like a social media star, and it's like, way to go for not being like a one-dimensional type of guy. I love that about him. I will say, I have to look this up sometime, both of them talk about their partners, and both of them like kind of refer to each other. No, I don't know. Because CJ says that he can give you fish models because his partner makes models. And Flick recently said that he doesn't hang out with anybody much because he's always hanging out with his partner. And I'm like, okay, so they both call each other partner. Is it like canon that they are together? And that's a weird pairing. I'm just gonna say that. I think they are a little weird together. I can't see how they bond. But okay, go off. I don't know. But I do think CJ is an adorable character. I like that he's a beaver. I like that he's a total social media star. Like he's famous. He's really famous, honestly. Speaking of fame, KK Slider is next on my list. And look, KK Slider, I don't really get the hype of KK Slider, okay? Visually, why is he the only one not wearing clothes? I have so many questions. Also the eyebrows. Flashback Mary who? I don't know. I don't really get it. Anyway. All that to say that his music though slaps. So I guess I do get it, in a way. I don't go to every concert now. I used to really try to go to all the KK concerts to get all of the albums, but by this point, I think I have almost all of them, which is great. But I usually buy them through, you know, the Nook shopping. You can buy albums. So I just ended up doing that, and I've collected almost all of them now. So one of these days I should talk about my favorite KK Slider songs, because I'm a fan, okay? I'm a fan, although I also don't really get it. I don't get the hype about him, per se, but he's a great artist, man. I will say that genuinely. I like Animal Crossing music. It's kind of funny, but Gulliver versus Gullivar. Okay, Gulliver, I don't know why, but I kind of like Gullivar better. I don't know why, don't ask me. Maybe it's because he's like pretending to be this persona. Like, we're all on the same page, right? Gulliver and Gullivar are the same person, right? Right? We all know it. Does he know it though, is the question. That I don't know. But I think I like Gullivar better, which I don't know if that's like a hot take or not, because maybe some people think Gullivar is kind of annoying, but I think his persona, his like pirate persona, is kind of great. And Gulliver is he's just okay. I don't know. I will say a lot of the times I don't wake him up, which is like maybe not the nicest, but you know, if a guy wants to just sleep, let him sleep. You know, I like to take a good nap on the beach. I also don't think their gifts are that great. They're just okay. I think I do like Gullivar's gifts a little bit better, just because they're pirate themed, and it's like, oh, okay, I've never had like a pirate hat before, sure. I think design-wise, they're kind of cool. I like a seagull design. I think it's cool. I tend to like the bird designs, actually, in Animal Crossing. So, like the bird, the eagle, all that. Wisp. Wisp is also one of my favorites. Wisp is so great. Although, and I really just mean that design and personality-wise. There's like something almost a little sketchy about him. Like, why is he always like, hurry up, give me my spirits back? And you're like, okay, maybe, should I? But I do like him a lot, and I like how he glows, and I like the whole concept of his spirits being missing and you have to find them. I think that's quite cute. I also like cute ghost aesthetics. Even though I don't like the concept of ghosts in real life, I think that's kind of gross. I don't like like actual scary things, but I like spooky things, you know? So I think his design is really cute and his concept is really cute, but the gifts that he gives, like, I don't care about, you know? I think it's more just like special when he's on my island because it's like at night and I don't get him a whole lot, so I don't know. But I don't really care for the gifts that he gives. They're just kind of boring. Like, he's always like, do you want something new? Or do you want something that you've, or something expensive? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, half the time it's something I've already had or something that's not that expensive. Like, okay, I sell this and it doesn't give me like a ton of money. I don't know. So it's just, it doesn't seem worth it to me. Anyway. Let me see. Celeste. Oh, I've only gotten her a few times, but I really like her. I think she's an adorable design. I like that she's like all about the stars and she gives you actual DIYs. I think that's great. I don't know, I really like her character. I wish I had her more. Let's see. Daisy May. Daisy May, is my all-time favorite. She's everything and more to me. Some people think she's really gross looking with that booger hanging on her nose or that snot. But she's just so adorable to me, and she's just sick. Like, can you blame a girl? Like, she just always has a cold. I don't know, I think she just has the most adorable design. And I love her little turnip hat. I'm not big on the stock market, but I do like her. If I see her, I will buy turnips, just kind of because like I just like her so much, you know? Even though I don't know, I don't play the stock market like how a lot of people probably do. I don't get good rewards from it or good returns. Anyway, Pave. Oh, also about Daisy May, I've seen her grandma, and if you see her grandma, she's crazy. She's got a crazy design. She's kind of like this warthog. I don't know, but she has a really realistic design. It's kind of spooky, but like, I don't know. I kind of like her design as well. And you can see her on the DLC when you go into the hospital. She's like in there to get her checkup, and she'll like give you turnips. It's kind of special, but she's kind of strange looking. I don't know. Anyway, Pave. Pave's pretty cool. Slightly annoying. I do like the gifts that he gives though, or his event items. I like them a lot. I use them a lot on my island. They're kind of fun. Rover. Oh, I just did this the other day. I time traveled back, which I know you're not supposed to do, but I do. I time travel all the time because, I mean, how could I not unless I'm playing literally every day? But I missed the May Day event, and I've actually never done the May Day event before, so I finally did it for the first time. And I didn't think I was gonna like Rover. I thought he was just gonna be kind of an ugly, weird looking cat. And I've seen a lot of love for him online, and I'm like, why? He's just so weird. But I actually really liked him, so I don't know. I think he's kind of cool. Zipper's, I mean, I'm with everybody else. He's like very creepy. I don't like that he's there during my birthday and during the prettiest time on all of our islands, the cherry blossoms. I mean, come on. It's like really had to ruin that with Zipper being there. I don't know. He's a little creepy. And I would love to know like what the lore is about him. Like, what is the truth there? Is there somebody behind his costume? Is that really how he just looks? And he just has a zipper in the back of his head. I don't know. There's something sketchy there. Reese and Cyrus. I like Reese and Cyrus. I really do. I think Reese has a little bit too much makeup going on. I don't know. Like, you do you, girl, but like, I don't know. You look a little scary. I don't know. Her design is like a little like off-putting to me. But I don't know. I think their designs generally are pretty cute. I wish they sold their overalls or their like aprons, because they're top tier. They're great. Their wedding decor, I think I have all of it because I love the wedding decor. I've always wanted to live in an old cathedral, like an old church at least, because I love wedding bells, church bells, anything kind of twinkly like that I love. And I love the design of like wedding things, I don't know, and also church things. I don't know, I think they're kind of pretty, especially when they're old and they're historic looking. I love it. Anyway, so they're pretty cool. I do use Cyrus a lot to customize stuff, so he's well used on my Harm's Island. Jack is a little too spooky for me. Like, well done, Animal Crossing. Yeah, you definitely captured the like eeriness about him. So he's not one of my favorites, truly. I felt really, really bad for scaring all of my villagers into thinking that I was Jack by putting on the pumpkin head. I felt really guilty about that. So, I don't know. It's a little spooky for me. Not my favorite. Franklin, I like Franklin's design. I think he's really cute. His personality, leaves something to be desired. Just whatever. Jingle, now Jingle is adorable. And that's all I'll say. But I also love reindeer, so I have Eric on my island. It was really cute seeing Eric and Jingle on my island. I liked it a lot. That was also a fun activity. Also, okay, I guess that's it, except for I have Lloyd, which isn't really an NPC, or I guess he kind of is, but he doesn't really like talk to you or walk around in the same way everybody else does. But I think Lloyd is pretty cool. I don't know, I kind of like that he's like this little helper that's always there when you're trying to build something or something's in process. So those were all of the NPCs. I wasn't expecting to get through them so quickly, even though it's been 46 minutes. I really liked all of them, though. At the end of the day, I really like all the NPCs. They're pretty great. Yeah, that was it. Let me know what your favorite NPC is.